10 снарядов огонь.
Ukraine is stepping up its operation to recapture occupied territory as Russian forces continue attempts to advance in the east. Here are the latest developments. Ukraine and Russia have accused each other of shelling the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plants. In the east, Russian forces are advancing in Donetsk. Ukrainian forces have been attempting to retake territory in Kherson. Small number of vessels carrying grain have left the port of Odessa. Clashes in the south. In recent days, Ukraine and Russia have accused each other of shelling Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in the south of the country. According to some reports, the plant has been used by Russian forces for storing explosives and ammunition, while Russia denies it. The boss of Ukrainian State Nuclear Power Company, Enatom, says 500 Russian soldiers are at the site and Russia has positioned rocket launchers there. Also in the south, Ukraine has been trying to take back territory in Kherson using their new long-range artillery to target bridges across the Dnipro River. According to UK Defense Ministry, 2 recent attacks on the Antonovsky Bridge have left Russian troops virtually cut off, but the Russians have been building a platoon bridge to cover up. Kherson was the first city in Ukraine to be taken by Russian forces after their invasion in February. The MOD say its loss would severely undermine Russia's attempt to paint the occupation as success. To the west of Kherson city, a recent Russian attempt to advance east of Mykolaiv city was repelled by Ukrainian forces. In the south, port of Odessa, which has remained under Ukrainian control throughout the conflict, a small number of vessels have been allowed to leave carrying grain after an agreement was reached with Russia. Under the deal, Russia agreed not to target ports while grain was in transit, while Ukraine pledged to guide cargo ships through waters that have been mined. Despite Russian missile strike on the port of Odessa less than 24 hours after the deal was signed, ships continue to transport Ukrainian grains. Russia edging forward in the east. Russian officials have said their forces are fighting for the complete liberation of the Donbas, which broadly refers to Ukraine's eastern region of Donetsk and Luhansk, where Russian-backed separatists held significant territory before the invasion. Russian forces now control all of the Luhansk region and they are continuing to make more advances in the Donetsk region. Having captured strategic important cities of Severodonetsk and Lysychansk in recent weeks, Russian troops are now focusing the effort on the region of the nearby cities of Siversk and Bakhmut. However, according to Ukraine officials, Russian offensive in the east have been hindered in recent weeks by movement of the troops to defend Kherson from an expected Ukrainian counter-offensive. But the Russians are still advancing despite some claim. Western weapon boosts Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelensky has called on Western countries to send Ukraine more weapons, telling a recent meeting of NATO that its forces need much more modern systems to help them break the Russian artillery advantage. Several Western shipments of heavy weapons, such as the US multiple rocket launch systems, have made it to the front line in recent weeks, allowing Ukraine to attack from greater range. Retired General Army Officer General Sir Richard Bauman told the media that he has no doubt that the arrival of some Western weapons has made a difference on the Ukrainian side, but so many analysts dispute this. He said Ukraine's new longer range weapons has forced Russia to reorganize how they operate, but he warned that there was still a long way to go in the conflict. The MOD believes that Russia uses pyramidal radar reflectors near the recently damaged bridge in Kherson reflect the threat Russia feels from the increased range and precision from Western supplied systems. Russia invaded Ukraine in 24 February, but Ukrainian forces retook some areas around Kyiv in early April after Russia abandoned its push towards the capital. Areas in the west of the country include Lviv have seen missile attacks but no attempt by Russian forces to take and occupy ground. The Russians have seen some losses since the invasion began, and significant quantities of Russian weaponry have also been destroyed or captured, while the Ukrainian military have seen devastating defeats on too many grounds and loss on weapons.